this for a second. Do this. Do this, do that. So do I have
do that.
Actually, you know what? I don't know if I have chat box in here right now. Let's see. I might have to pull it from... Okay, give me a second. Chat box. Chat box. Add the source.
Chatterbox. You're such a chatterbox.
And we'll make it fatty. I don't know how big it's going to look, but we'll see. And then we'll just put it there. That should be all right. We'll see. Can you send a message from anywhere?
Yeah, let me get on Twitch. Hello.
There you go. Oh, that's kind of big, actually. So that did send. Font size. Let's make that a little less big, though. Boom. What are you? You're on Twitch. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think usually it's more active on Twitch. It's actually weird. It seems like my Rift Breaker is more active on Twitch, but my Mindustry seems to be more active on YouTube. I think. I don't really know what's up with that, but anyways. But yeah, all right. So, let's go. So basically, you have salt flats or like another one. I'd love to actually do salt flats together because it'll be the first time we're attacking a base, which is very fun and very different.
Cool. So let's go see. Salt flats. Okay.
Actually, oh wait, sorry. Before you do that, there was something else I want to do. Let's go launch, and this is gonna be great for the stream. Launch into basically any map that we've already. Well, the latest map we've already done. Latest map. Do that. That'll be good.
The latest. That's where the little. What do you call it? Little beam thing is coming from, pretty much.
Probably, but not necessarily. Like you'd have to kind of remember.
Stained mountains. Would that make sense?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So go there and invite me in. We're gonna do something pretty cool. Oh, it's flyers. Ooh, son of beach.
I sent over the invite.
On my way. Yo, were you ever someone who ever played any RPGs like Diablo 2 or anything like that, or Diablo 3 or whatever?
Yeah, I played World of Warcraft
when
I was younger. And I also played Diablo 3 when it came out.
Nice. Because there's...
yeah, I like RPGs.
Yeah, I started playing. There's this other game. Maybe we'll end up checking it out together then. It's what I'm going to talk about right now. So what we're doing here is if you come to the base... I'm going to show you something very, very cool about this game that I learned way too late. It's actually pretty sad how long it took for me to learn this. Nobody told me about it. Nobody was giving me a tutorial, unlike we are doing today. So, this. All right. So, notice when you go to launch, right? You typically you have to choose resources, but it also allows you to choose. You know, you see the base, and there's the 2 drills. You always start with 2 drills in a base. So that actually doesn't have to be the case. You can actually make your own custom landing as long as it fits within 16 by 16. So what I mean by that is, let's say 1, 2, 3, let's see how much it is, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. See, we won't even be able to fit it here, but we don't need that much. Like in startup, you won't ever need that much. 1, 2, 3, technically it would be longer than that. Anyway, so basically, as long as we build within this zone, actually more accurately the case. More like this, I should say. Within there, Or, and again, it's 16 by 16, but I think it could be anywhere in any direction as long as it's within 16 by 16. And you template it, and you within, you know, when you do the F and you create a schematic, and then if within it you include your core, then it will save as a launch schematic.
Ooh.
Now, why this didn't matter before is because it doesn't mean anything if you don't have unloaders. And what that means and why that's important is that why unloaders really changed the game is that this is basically a container. It's basically a vault. It holds, like, all the resources at the top. It has them all in here, right? So by that logic, I can pull out resources from the core. See?
Yeah, okay.
Now,
that's what the unloader does, right? You choose which resource comes out?
Yeah, but it pulls it out of something. It can pull it out of most things, like like actually like silicon. You could actually pull the coal and the sand out of one silicon and put it into another one, which is how people do some complex builds. But anyways, we don't need to be that complicated. What's key about it here, though, is we can do things like that will, let's say, start us off with, actually let's see if I still have this one. I have some complicated.
What's it called, by the way? Inverted sorter?
No, just unloader, and it's not in there. It's actually bottom left, the furthest down to the left. It's like a square, and you'll see it in there.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I think
unloader.
we'll maybe have to. Actually, I guess we could just do something simple like this. Doesn't need to be complicated. Actually, what's your tech tree look like? Do you have? Okay, yeah, no, we don't have the next one. Do you have polys at least? So if you go bottom left, there's like the green factory square, and then there's like ships and whatnot. There should be some that have some green around them, kind of.
Yeah, I have.
Do you see the mono and the? No, so to the right of that, there's a
I see
mono
flare
and
and Risso. No, I don't see
those. Risso. Okay. You don't see anything under flare?
I don't have. I can unlock flare though. I can unlock it right now though.
Oh yeah, okay, then definitely do that. So unlock flare.
Oh no, we don't. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, cool. So that's unlocked. Mono, you said, and Risso?
No. Mono, but not Risso.
Okay, mono.
Looks like I'm dropping
Done.
frames.
Yeah, mono.
Okay,
Oh, okay. So these are the attacking attackers.
actually, the ones we just unlocked are helpers.
Helpers.
So,
okay.
yeah, they do different things. They actually, like, the mono harvests for us, whereas the next one after that, I don't remember what it's called. That one
Poly?
actually, the poly, that one actually builds with us, so it accelerates our build speed.
Wow.
Which is cool.
I'll get that one as well then.
Yep.
Poly.
Yeah, because that's what we're going to go towards, building as a sort of schematic that we want to pull into. So it's going to be creative. So basically, let's see. So we have, it's going to require a, let's see what we could do. We'll have fun building something. So basically the idea, right, is if you, so these are factories, by the way. Yeah, this is probably the first time you see a factory. What you do is you click on them and you select what you want it to build. Obviously, air factories create air units, ground factories do ground units, and blah, blah, blah. You just stop. Hey,
Yeah.
left click it.
Just delete that.
Left click. Left click it.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, maybe. So yeah, so when you left click it, you can tell it what you want it to build. Now, as soon as you tell it, then you hover your mouse over it, and it'll show you on the right what resources it needs. So this one, okay, so now it needs nothing because you unselected it. Now, if you select it, now it'll show you 30 silicon and 15 lead, right? So
I don't see anything when I hover over it.
well, so if you hover over it, no, so if you just hover over it and you look on the right side of your screen, far right.
Oh, yes, got you.
Yeah. Now, for us to pull this off, we'll do silicon. I'm just gonna try something out here. And does that work? It should theoretically.
Green light.
Does. Cool. Oh yeah, right. Okay, but I don't actually want to build any right now. So how this is working right now is the one in the middle there. Actually, might as well. The unloader in the middle there. If you click it, you see it's got silicon selected.
Yeah. Silicon's purple, right?
No, silicon is gray. So the middle one.
Oh, okay, yeah, great, got it.
So what that means is that it's always going to try to pull out of somewhere that has it and put it into somewhere that doesn't. So in this case, it's pulling out of the core and it's pushing into both factories, right, from both the left and the bottom. But now I obviously can't put another unloader in the same spot. So what I did is I put a lead unloader on top that pulls from the core into the air factory. But then another one here pulling lead out of the air factory into the other air factory.
Okay, so when the air factory gets full, it goes into the other unloader and into the other air factory.
Pretty much, yeah. It's actually kind of at the same time. Think of it almost like it's literally like this is what's happening. It's as if we had lead coming in from here, and it's just doing this. Until this is full and building, then it'll stop here and actually start filling that one too. So it's kind of like a nice little cycle. So which is fine because the fact is, anyways, it works. Now the reason why I did two is because what's fun is I want to do both the mono and I want to do the other one that you got, which is what was that one called? I don't remember.
Alpha?
Poly.
Oh, no, I'm on myself. Yeah.
Close enough. Now, yeah, we can keep it this way. We'll see, because you always want to try to keep this as tight as possible, but we'll see if how we can pull this off. Because this is going to require, yeah, silicon and graphite. How can this be?
Additive reconstructor. This is new as well.
You know what? This is what we can do. And this will get rid of this. So I'm sort of thinking as I go here.
Yeah.
And then this can do the same thing. So I'll explain it. I'm just kind of creating as I go kind of thing. But again, this is kind of cool. There's quite a large level of just trying to make it as smooth as possible. There you go.
Cool.
Sick, that worked. All right. So basically, right, so now what happens, and this is where the game's really interesting. So you have all of your tier 1 builders. You have the ground factory, the air factory, and the naval factory. From there, every one of them, so I'll build one of each, just so I can show you what I'm trying to do. Or show you. You can click left click and you'll build with me. Yeah, there you go. Click it with me. Left click the one I'm building.
Yeah.
That I'm building.
I did.
No, you did you? Are you sure? Okay, well, it's not working.
I can't.
Anyway, so these all pump out pretty much tier 1 versions of a unit. And then what's cool is if you go on, again, where you're like, do you know how to get to your factories, by the way? It's like that little droid on the right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see that.
So you see all the factories. So those are all the tier 1s. Then you see additive reconstructor. You see that one? So the additive reconstructor, what it does is it's actually the same. I'm not going to actually build them out. So basically, those are 3 additive reconstructors, and all they do is they take whatever you built here, and they tier it up to a tier 2. So any tier 1 goes into an additive reconstructor to turn it into a tier 2 of that version. So if I chose the ship, and it would turn into a tier 2 ship as long as I'm supporting it with its resources. Oh, don't build it though, because we don't want to use the resources. So whatever I select on the tier 1, it then will go through the chain. And what's cool is that tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, you can go up to tier 5, all take the same resources to like level up. It's just the tier 1 that changes. So tier 1, like if we did the airship, if we did that first one there, it would only need silicon. But because we did the poly or the mono, it requires silicon and lead.
Okay.
So little things doesn't really matter. But now, what does matter is this is actually functional. It's doing 2 things. So again, the silicon is going into these 2, and then this one is pulling the silicon out of this one into this one as well. And then this one is also pushing graphite into here. So what's great...
Graphite's black? Or no, that's coal.
Graphite is like the blue. It's this guy over here.
Cool.
This one. The one that comes out of
Also, why do I have like a copper on my guy?
Because
like
you pick some up. You can click it and throw it to the ground. Or into the core if you want to actually collect it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Cool. So anyways, when you're doing these kinds of builds, you want to try to make it as compact as possible. Like, see, like I didn't put a single what's it called,
like
spaghetti
router type or road type thing.
Yeah, you call it a road. Conveyor, there you go. Right, so this is like ultra compact. Now the only thing we're missing here is that would be really cool is power, right? Imagine you could land and you get power right off the bat. And so we can do that almost in the best of ways, but not totally, because we're missing one thing. I wonder if you have that yet. A water pump. I don't think so. Rotary pump. Not yet. I don't think so. It would be... Yeah, I think it's going to come later on. Actually, we might get it after we beat salt flats. I think it's after we beat salt flats. So for now, we'll do something that works, but it's not. It's definitely not optimal. So we will do... actually, no. Let's do this. And actually, how much power do we need for these? So let's look at that. So power for an air factory is 72 units, and an additive is 180. Oh shit, that's a lot. Okay. So this might require quite a lot. Well, okay, let's not actually do it so we don't waste coal. Now what we're going to need for this to work is actually coal. So the idea is what I'm doing here. Underflow, and coal. So see this right here, right? As you know, combustion gets powered by coal. So if we were to get coal into our core, and we launch with coal, then boom, as soon as we land with this schematic, we have power.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Exactly. So see, I'll add that.
And just refresh my memory, what does the unloader do again? Oh, unloader takes out the resource. Okay,
Correct.
Underflow gate will distribute it, and if it's overflowed, it'll just go like through to the next one?
Yeah, so it goes to the sides until it can't, then it goes to the next one.
Got it.
Right, so the idea here is that it'll first fill the first ones, then it'll go to the next one, and so on.
Okay, perfect.
So now what that means though, so this works. So now what I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to take it for myself as well, is I'm going to F and select it all, including the core, very important. Mono, poly, helper, launch. So what I recommend is I'm calling it mono poly helper launch, because I know it's going to make polys, it's going to make monos, and then they're going to help me. So it's just keywords, so I can look them up. Again, this isn't, you have like 5 schematics, so it doesn't matter for now, but think of it like if you have 100, right? And then the other keyword I would add is launch, right? Because this is what you're going to use when you launch. So it'll always be there anyways, but let me know when you get it.
Mono poly helper launch, it's in.
Cool, so I'm going to delete it now, so we can get our resources back in. But with the key though for this to really work is we now have to get coal into the core, right? So what I'd recommend you go do is look for some coal.
Cool.
We need some of that. You might need to take it off from like graphite or silicon or something else. Like steal it from somewhere else, basically.
Let's see. Do you usually open the big map when you're searching for a specific resource?
Yeah, usually. But in this case, because we have so much stuff covered, it's like you probably won't see it. What I'd say would probably make the most sense actually is that so where we have our defense, like again, we're never going to get attacked here, right?
Yeah.
So because that's the case, the whole defense area, if we have coal that's being used, we can use it here, which I have found, right? So I just found we were loading our turrets with graphite. Graphite comes from coal. Therefore, all the coal that was going into loading our turrets, we can now take it instead and bring it home.
All right, cool.
So I'll grab. There's actually not that much here though. So if you can find some more anywhere, definitely do that. I'll work on getting this back home.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so you could probably pull from. If we've got more than one silicon getting produced, we can pull from that. There's a couple things we can pull from.
There's more coal here. There's about 4 pneumatic drills worth, so not that much, but
It counts for sure.
So it's cool to take that away from, because I think it's producing the dark gray.
The silicon.
Dark gray one. Silicon, yeah. It's okay to mess that up or whatever. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And in fact, 'cause I think this is jammed up. Hello.
Hello there. It's kind of packed over here, isn't it? Oh, you got to reroute it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so that's doing that now. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that should be fine. It'll start going through once it's leveled out. Because it's been jammed up for a while, so there's gonna be like a lot stacked, and then. Yeah. So what we'll do too is just so that we're still generating a bit of silicon, I'll throw down a router, so we're still getting some silicon.
Cool.
Because now it's doing like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 instead of like all through. It's doing sort of 1 and then 1 and then 1 and so on.
And router makes it go through, and if it's full, it goes to the right.
No,
correct?
exactly. So router is literally it routes. So it's like it basically does a perfect 50-50 split.
Oh, okay.
So notice how when it goes through, it seems like there's less coming out, is because half of it's going up into the silicon. So that way we're still producing a bit of silicon. We're collecting a lot of coal. So it's all good. It's all looking good.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's get rid of this. Don't need that.
So we're putting more coal into the core so that once we launch, we'll have enough coal to power the base.
Correct.
Right away.
Right off the bat, exactly. Yeah, so what becomes cool later is that later on, once we're going to get something called water drills or something like that, and those water drills basically take coal basically produce water from anything. And so you put that straight into steam generators right off the bat. So instead of having combustion engines that produce only 60, you can start with steam generators that produce 330, right? So it's like 5.5 times more energy right off the bat. But that's a little bit later, not too far from now. So okay, we have 575 coal, so that's more than enough to get us going. So I'd recommend we launch from here to Salt Flats, and then let's see, when you launch, again, like I said, when you launch, you should see a new schematic, or an option to launch with that schematic we made.
All right.
I should wonder
So
how much
we're
it
going to
costs.
resources. We'll do max out resources as usual. Okay, yeah, I see the schematic. Perfect.
Perfect. So click that. You might have to max out again though, because it requires new. Yeah. So basically, every schematic you would have obviously has its cost. So it always costs the core amount plus whatever it is you're wanting to land with. So you have to have that to be able to land with it.
Wow, that's so clutch. So you didn't know this till later, so you were just taking
Bro,
off
I didn't know
with the
this for
basic
and every
schematic
time. Well, I'd always have like a launch schematic, so I would like, take it out and I would build it all. But in this case, you literally land with it pre-built.
Oh, amazing.
So that's epic.
Okay. You ready to launch, baby?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Salt Flats is fun.
Here we go.
See, boom, there we go. So it's powering. Oh, one thing I should have actually added to the schematic is battery, but not a big deal.
Whoa, we already have a lot of stuff built here. That's pretty cool.
So it's the first attack base, so they kind of like set you up on like, hey, like, get ready. So we can sort of do some basic setup, but it's not actually what we're going to do. There's actually a way better way to make sure we're well set up for this. What is going on?
So let's start with copper.
Yeah, so start with the basics for now. But typically on attack bases, the goal is actually to make sure your defenses are up as fast as possible. But we'll be fine for now. Oh yeah, none of these are ours. That's great. Love that.
Hey, I see our little buddies.
Yeah. See, that's what's cool too, is they will... where are they? So we should have... Oh shit. I have the... that's funny. I got one of the combustion engines in the way. Boop. Sorry, buddy. Thank you. So now what's cool is, and I'm going to pull this one, but basically when you press G, it sends out a sort of a beacon. And then whatever's in that beacon, see him, he's now going to follow you around and help you in whatever you do. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so he'll help you build faster and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. Very cool. So I'm going to start.
And we have titanium, correct? So let me make these titanium instead.
You mean graphite? So you want to make the pneumatic drills?
No, the roads, I mean.
Oh, yes, correct.
The roads. One day I'll learn.
Close enough. Conveyor. It's a much more challenging word, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Okay. So we have 54 seconds. I got some copper. Anything else I should be focusing on right now?
Get more copper because I'm building a shit ton of copper walls right now.
Okay, got you. More copper coming right up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use where I am right now. I'm gonna use this copper for ammunition, so don't take that. But otherwise, have fun.
Sounds good. All right, do this.
Actually, our coal is quite going down fast, so we're gonna need to get some proper power. But that's okay. We actually have quite enough already built at the moment, or like enough helpers. We wouldn't need more.
Sounds good. All right, we'll bring this like this. Bring you here.
So we'll stop building them for now. And all right, we have some daggers. Yeah, so this is cool. This here, okay, actually, you know what? I have to go defend from this little attack coming in.
So they're attacking as well as defending now, pretty much.
Yeah, so basically, well, the way that you win this is not by finishing the waves. It's actually by taking out the enemy core.
Got you.
So the enemy core, and I don't know if you remember, we were talking about pan view. Did you ever set that up in any kind of way?
Yeah. Just scroll out.
Well, that's just scrolling out, but then there's pan view where you can actually look around without actually moving to that location. And I don't know if you'll remember that.
What's the key binding on yours?
Mine was caps. That's the thing. I don't think you would have the same one.
Yeah, I did. I don't think I changed it.
Oh yeah? Okay, cool. So then if you do caps, and then...
Whoa, they have a lot going on up there. Yeah, I see it.
For sure.
Okay.
But so you'll go to where like you see all the roads, the conveyors go towards. You'll see the giant core, the nucleus. I don't know if you see that. It's like our core, but much bigger. So that one, once we kill that, that's how we win.
Okay, got it.
So waves will go, they can go to 100
well.
waves, for example. Like it doesn't matter.
What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, it'll keep going until either they die or we die.
Cool. And is there a way to go right back to your guy on pan view, or do you just?
Yeah, so just move your guy, and as soon as you move him, it'll zoom back to him.
Cool. All right. There's some coal up here. Should I route that to the core?
Yeah, I guess so. We have some power generation, so we could do that. But reality, actually, you know what? Oh yeah, because there's no water on this map.
So we need combustion with coal.
I think that's our only option. Yeah, unless we get differential. No, because you need water for that. Yeah, that's really our only option. Okay. So yeah, just so you don't even need to go to the core. Like at this point, basically the point of this is to get those initial units out. So like we can literally delete all of this except for. Let's see, I do want a key. Boop. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. What's going on with this though? Build progress. How do we have 0? Weren't we building this whole time?
With 0? What?
Well, one of the guys, the mono, the one that's supposed to like harvest coal and lead for us. For some reason, it says 0 of 8. So I'm gonna watch this right now and see why that would be.
Okay. Not being a good employee there, Mr. Mono.
That's a really good point. We're definitely gonna dock his salary. Very strange, but whatever. Oh, there's yes. Can I even? No, I can't. Okay. Well, there was some water here already, so I just claimed it basically. So we could actually make 2 steam engines. So I'm gonna do that real quick.
Okay, I have a okay, and then I'll just start the combustion engines here.
Bam.
The combustion engine would be in power, I believe. No.
Yeah,
combustion engine.
Right.
Oh, but that needs copper and lead. right? I need copper and lead for
that. For combustion engine? No, just coal. Oh, you mean to make it? Yeah, you need copper and lead, but we have a lot of it, so you don't have to worry about
it. Oh, to make it. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
How many should I make? Like 10 or something?
Yeah, we're gonna end up using a lot of it, especially once we start actually producing units to attack, or it's gonna cost a lot.
Cool. And then some sorters.
Just send these off to die. And I'm trying to remember, how did I beat this usually?
I don't think I did this right. Is it sorters the one that passes it on to the next one once it's full?
No, it's well, routers just throws it around anywhere. What you're probably thinking is more the underflow. So what I would actually probably do with this is instead.
Yes.
And underflows like this.
Perfect.
And then because there's a lot you want it to go through, I would definitely make sure these are titanium converters.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's like really pushing through fast. Now that being said, though, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it works when you like double up. I think there's like a bit of a weird processing thing where it's like it doesn't know how to underflow through an underflow through an underflow.
So yeah.
I think you have to.
It wasn't getting through like to the second one.
Yeah, or it wasn't getting through the third, and I think there's just something with that. But see, now it's getting through all of them.
Yeah.
And you can literally like, if you see it's jamming up, just add another one and add another one. Bam, bam, bam. Now we gotta make sure they're all connected though. There we go. Because they're all individualized now. Can even throw some. Cool. Well, we got a lot of power, that's for sure. Yeah, a lot of power. Cool. So I had put some pretty basic bitch defenses. Actually throw these down, and they'll be good for a little while. It's more, I need to get some anti-air. And then, yeah, so there's a couple ways to attack a base. When it's early like this, one of the things you can actually do is just outrange them with turrets. And so the longest range turret in the game is the Ripple, which if you go to your turrets, it's at the bottom right at the moment. It's like black and orange. So if you pull that out, you'll see the range is massive.
Turrets, which one is that again? Oh yeah, okay. It is... Wait, no, I don't see it. Is it in the first?
It's possible that you don't have it yet. So go to your tech tree and go all the way to the right, and it should be above salvo, above scatter, above hail. Yeah, so grab that if you don't have it. Cool.
All right, I see him now. We've got some cool little orange stripes on him.
Yes, sir. So check out the range on it. It's pretty massive.
Ooh. Okay, cool. So you were saying the best way to attack at the beginning is to outrange your opponent.
Well, not the best. It depends on the base, but in this base's case, they don't have turrets that are longer range than that, and they don't have like, it's basically like we can basically take them out with that.
Oh, what am I doing?
Until a certain point, and you'll see too, you can't actually build within a certain range of the enemy base, which is fair, right? Basically, you can't actually win that way. But if we can push all the way up to that limit, we're basically close enough for the win. So basically a Ripple, if you click it, you go to the question mark on the right, it'll tell you all the different ammunition. It can actually take a lot of different ammunition: graphite, silicon, pyrotite, blast compound, and plastinium.
Awesome.
Blasted, that's new. So we can have some fun and go for like blast compound, which is very like complex to make, which I'm pretty down to. It's a good learning opportunity. So let's give that a shot. Let's say we're gonna go, and I'm just gonna see. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about our being attacked for a while. I'm just gonna put a couple extra walls. The only other thing I'm worried about is enough resources. Are we collecting all of the minimum resources? I don't think so right now. Like, I don't think you have lead coming in.
No, all the lead. Let's see.
I'm gonna start working on
lead. Oh wait, why is it? Something got disconnected here.
It's possible.
Let's see. There's like a lead line and a titanium line that are just leading to nothing. Let me just lead it to the core, I guess.
Yeah, where is that though? Because that might not be ours.
Right here.
Oh, that's the silicon. Yeah, so I don't know if it's gonna work with. Oh, there you go. Cool. Yeah, that was here when we started basically, but it's a good call.
Okay.
We can definitely put it in.
Awesome.
Use this. So that's doing some colon lead. Now I want to get some titanium.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's really fun too when you see how that we have that start. Now we have these guys that help us build right off the bat.
That's awesome.
They move fast, or they help you move fast, I should say. And now we should also have.
I have more titanium up there.
Missing lead. Oh, interesting. Is that why? Yeah, that's interesting. Cool. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's why it jammed up because... interesting. Do I want to switch this up? Whatever, it's fine for now. By the way, hit G twice. There you go.
Ooh, okay. Got more friends now.
E.
Never had many of those.
Oh, sorry. I related too much. Alright, I'm gonna pull this amount of titanium in here.
Okay, we got some more titanium coming in. Not many, but it's a little bit. Okay, what else is next? You said lead?
We've got lead, that's fine. One thing that would be good to have, let's see our defense. Yeah, they seem okay.
Seems to be holding up here.
Yeah, what would be good is graphite.
Graphite, yeah.
Which comes from coal. So I'm gonna get graphite here, and then we're gonna, you know what you can start to work on? So, okay, let's try to make that blast compound, because again, it's very complicated. And we do have it, right? Blast mixture, cool. So blast compound, okay? So again, if you look at the ripple, you see one of the ammunitions is blast compounds. So then we gotta make blast compounds. So for that, you look at the blast mixer, which might be hard for you to find, but it's in the factories menu, where there's like graphite,
I don't think I have it unlocked. Blast, let me see, where would it be on this?
It would be close to the middle.
Blast mixer, got it.
Nice, there you go. Okay, so so go ahead and try to find that.
Yeah, I got it. Oh no,
oh, but it takes spores. And spores.
Blast mixture. So we need pyrotite and spore pod.
Huh, we're gonna have to get rid of one of these.
Oh, because we need the water for the blast mixers.
For the spore, actually. So
okay, for the spore?
Yeah. So basically, like, you know, when you're starting out, you don't know what you're doing. It's like, okay, well, I know I need blast mixer. So it's like, start from the top. The top is blast mixer. Great. So from blast mixer, I need spore and pyrotite. So spore.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah. So spore. Spore, right? If you go to your drills, and this is actually not that. It's pretty unclear. Like, it's hard to figure out if you're on your own for sure. But if you go to drills, the fourth one, you should see cultivator. So cultivator is what creates spores from water.
Got you. Input 12 water. Cool.
Yeah, so it's very not intuitive. Now, unfortunately, I think these actually produce. We can't check. Oh no, yeah, pump of 6. So you know what? I think we're gonna get rid of the steam for now, and just use this for our spores.
Okay.
So now there you go. So now it's gonna pump at full capacity, even though it's pretty slow still. And actually, you know what we can do with this is use this for graphite.
Cool.
So I'll just quickly put together a little graphite build here. Just so we have a little bit trickling in. Boom, done. Okay, so the next thing is pyrotite. So pyrotite also comes from a facility or a factory, right? So we'll put a pyrotite down. Pyrotite asks for quite a few things. It asks for sand, lead, and coal. So it's pretty a lot.
Sand, lead, and coal. Okay, I'll bring some coal from right here.
And this is a good pyrotite schematic.
Actually, let me get that one.
Yeah, it's sexy.
Beauty. So we'll just call it Pyrotite Factory for now. Awesome. Okay.
Cool. So
and
the reason
leave the coal into.
So basically, yeah. So how this works, right? And this is a very common. It's like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a grid, basically. The idea is when something takes multiple resources, you want to make multiple at a time. You can sort of make it skip ahead. So basically, remember junctions. Junctions make it skip, and then there's a router. So you see junction, junction, router, junction, junction, router, junction, junction, router. In other words, if you put the copper, the coal into here, and actually, no, we don't want to do that. You should put the coal into here. What'll happen is it'll go into that router. It'll go up, north, and east until this one. Then once it goes here, it'll go north, east, jump, jump into this one, and then north, east, and then that's it. So see how it lined up? Boom, we've got coal in each one of them. See how that works?
I kind of lost you on the north and east. Okay, so it's going north and east at the same time?
Exactly.
Oh, I
I'll
see what
show
it's
you
doing.
with this here.
Oh, I understand.
So now the sand, so it skips, but then it goes to a router, so it goes northeast. Skip, router, northeast. Skip, router, northeast. So see, boom, it's like lining up all of them.
And then the third resource will go in the top one.
Correct.
And so it'll route perfectly into the pyrotite mixer.
Exactly. So the third resource is
purple one.
Lead.
Lead. Which is lead is made from coal?
No, lead is just straight lead. So it's a resource you get right from the ground, and it looks like the only one is like over here. So we're gonna grab it from here.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and rebuild this. So I'm going to have to get this all the way over there, which is going to take a little while. How do I do this effectively? I think I'm going to go the other way around. Let's go out the butthole. There we go. So that should be good.
Okay, so that's leading into our blast mixer. So now we can create blast compound, which was going to lead into
our turret.
Our turret, our long range turrets.
Yeah. So this is gonna blow shit up.
Let's go.
It's actually hilarious to be doing this. It's so unnecessary this early in the game.
New content unlocked. Awesome.
Oh, true, because you wouldn't have had blast compound. There you go. So this stuff lights up like the 4th of July. And now what's cool is what we're going to do is actually not bring it to where our defenses are, because we don't want the waves coming in to conflict with our turrets that we're pushing with. So because we know that they're coming in by here, oh, we actually have to add a bit of defense here.
Some damage up here, right?
Yeah. Ah! There we go. Because we know they're going to come by here, we're going to go by the right, like far right sort of thing. Now I'm actually going to add a little bit of defense just so we don't get screwed in the meantime.
Good call.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Good explanation, actually, GG. Manny, when did you last bathe? Just kidding. Or just checking. What a savage.
In about a month, you know. I mean, the next one's coming pretty soon.
Alright, let's go with that. Bam. Alright. Got a little extra healing. Alright, so, pretty good. Now, let's have some fun. So basically, with the ripple, what's going to happen... So we can go as close as what the closest turret can hit us. So right now, the closest turret that can hit us is this duo. And its range, if you want to check range, you literally just pull out your own duo and see what it would, what the range would be, right? So when you pull it out, you see how far it can go, right?
Got you. Yeah.
So however far that is, that's technically your limit. So you would build first a wall because you never know what might push into you. So it's like, okay, I know I can build right about here. I'm gonna do that. So just in case something comes at me, and then I'm gonna go ahead and be aggressive and go with 3 ripples. Probably don't have enough ammunition to sustain that, but YOLO. And what's really important right now is not to take out this wall. See, if I had taken out the wall to put the path through, then the enemies would start funneling over here, and then we'd be in trouble.
Gotcha.
So, boom, boom, boom. And we have... look at those bullets. They're so, like, fiery, destructive.
Okay, and so once these are destroyed, we just keep moving it closer and closer?
Correct. Now, the other thing to have to do, though, to make sure that this doesn't get destroyed...
Oh my god, this is ridiculous, I just realized.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And it's, like, super splashy, like, it's pretty ridiculous. In fact, this is a good moment to actually get a screenshot for the thumbnail. Or, like, a next thumbnail.
Go.
Fresh. Sorry, stream, you're gonna watch me paste this into Canva. Where are you? There you are. Make a copy. Let's just do this real quick, and we're coming back. We're coming back. Oh no, it does that stupid annoying glitch. I forgot about that. 1 second.
Okay, so they're almost reached pretty much everything they can kill within their range. And so I'll just copy this over here in preparation to move it.
Cool.
Let's see, there's more duos. Guess we can move it all the way up.
So yeah, so actually before copying it, so yeah, first check the ranges, right? The other thing though that we need to do is make sure our air defenses are actually ready to go with your next copy paste.
Okay.
And yeah, salt flats is great. Finally, I'm not as late. Nonable.
He made it. I was rooting for him.
Yeah, our spore production is terrible, and there's not anything we can do about it because there's no water. That sucks. You know what we're gonna do? Oh, I have a great idea. I'm a genius. So we're gonna overflow the Pyrotite because the Pyrotite can also be used by the Ripple. So it'll use blast compound when it has enough spore, but if not, it'll use Pyrotite, which is also, you know, pretty damn explosive anyways. So that works out very well. Now, we need to get either scrap or... here we go, we got some scrap, or lead into our air towers, which we actually have some over here, so I'm going to just pull it from over here. Yee-haw! And let's put that, bam. Cool, that'll work. So now, yeah, so I would like basically copy paste this, the majority of this basically, like from the bottom right of the air tower to the top left of the walls, and then just push that forward and then connect them. All right, so we do that until we actually need to take out the core basically.
I'll push it up here. Oh no, that's too, no.
All of a sudden losing a lot of frames. What's going on?
No.
Why am I losing frames?
Okay, so let's see. Gotta check where these duos reach still. So that's are those duos? Oh, these are hails, that's why. Which has a higher range.
Well, just ripples are just better than hails anyways.
No, I'm just trying to check where their hails will reach to, so I know where to build it.
Gotcha.
Our structure.
Gotcha.
So the hails, yeah, right about here, good. So pretty much where I'm standing should be alright. And do I delete the old
Nope.
total defense, or just continue it on?
Exactly. There's no cost to keep it in there. So what I do is like you basically are gonna do this. You just like continue it through. Oh, is that the closest you can go? Bro, you can go way closer than that.
No, it's because there's hails.
See, interesting. I don't know if we can outrange the hails, can we? Let's see.
I think I built it a bit too close, apparently. Oh shit, they got blown up.
Yeah, they have the same range, I think. Oh boy, oh boy. Let me try to... There we go. Because if we can wall up, there you go. They'll fight them off. You just need to block them with the walls.
We only have one ripple now.
Yeah, you just...
I think two of them got... Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. They're done with it.
Cool. Alright, so one of the things I'm going to do to get us to start there... Oh shit, we lost some defenses here. That's scary. That's a bit scary. Okay, our power's fine. That's fine. Wow. Wow.
And you said there's a range you can't go into. How do you know where that is?
You'll see a big red circle once we get close enough. Yeah, so what I'm actually going to get us to, or what I'm going to start doing for us is I'm going to start working on actually creating some attack units. What do we have? Yeah, bombers would be great. We could finish this off with bombers. Let's do that. So for that, we're going to need silicon, which we have a lot of. So I'm probably going to pull that from the core. Bring it to the cores. Come here, girl. Actually, what? Can I just do a bomber from... Let's see. I could probably pull this off. How can I do this? Well, we don't need this anymore. Let's get rid of all that. Let's route this over here. This over here. Make some space. Yeah, we don't need any of this. Okay, let's go for some bombers.
Okay, the hail. The hail reaches about where I am, so I want it to end here.
Oh, that's how they do it. That's smart. Huh. Well done. Alright, so we're starting to make some bombers, baby. That'll be how we finish it off. In the meantime, I would like to improve our silicon production. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
It's like, it's close within the range, so they're getting attacked again.
Yeah, so what I'd recommend, though, if you can throw up a few copper walls to absorb some of the damage, then behind the copper walls, build titanium walls, then build your defenses, and you'll be fine. So, because basically at the speed you build those walls, here, I'll actually show you. Because right now, is there any left?
Nah,
yes, well, there's one there. So like, let's say I wanted to move up to like here. I could do this. They'll start shooting at that. Then while they're shooting at that, I'll put stronger walls behind it. And then by the time that I'm able to actually build what I want to, they'll take them out before they can get anywhere near busting those walls. You see what I mean? Because again, like the speed at which you can build these small copper walls is so fast that they can't fight to kill them off. Because what's really, actually, you know, this is a really good point. This is probably something you didn't know. While in the middle of building, it basically takes one shot to kill something. But once it's built, a titanium wall, see how long it takes? Whereas a moment ago, it took a second. So that's why, like, get walls out fast, boom, boom, boom. Then go to the bigger walls behind them for real durability. Then build your turret behind that, or your schematic, or whatever. See? So then you're good.
Yeah. We'll lot of sense. Cool.
Yeah, waves are actually getting stronger. I might need to improve our defense.
Do we get resources back from deleting stuff?
Yep.
Okay, so would it make sense to delete the other factories because they're out of range now?
You can.
Or not the factories, the defenses.
You definitely can, sir. Alright, so this is going to generate way more copper than we need, which is great because I want to use the extra as ammunition.
I just realized we're pretty much full on resources anyway. Noob move.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, from what you would have needed, yeah, you are quite full. I wonder, okay, so I wanted to produce a lot more silicon. Which one do we want to use? We can go with the basic one, go with a freaky one. Oh, shit. Let's go with, I'm down with basic.
Okay, these are all duos. Scatter. The scatter will be the biggest range. So we'll go to scatter. How far do you go, my friend? Essentially want to go like...
Scatter is only air though, eh? You know that?
Oh, that's true. So we can build Calusa.
What's happening? What? Where are our bombers? We should have full bombers by now. What the hell happened? What? Interesting. I wonder what is going on there. Is it because I'm pulling it back in? That is strange. I haven't had this problem with this schematic before. I guess we'll try something else. Huh.
The bombers aren't being built?
No, it's doing, I think it's like pulling back into the core. Strangely enough. I mean, this will work, but that's weird. Okay. That should be fine, but very strange. Yeah, I think what was happening is I was literally pulling resources, like I had the unloader touching the core and the builder, and so it was pulling resources both in and back into the core and the builder, so it never had enough resources to actually build, which is interesting. I never witnessed that before. Okay, now this is all going... What's going on here? Okay, I guess that was only theoretical.
Oh shit.
What?
The scatter was shooting at me.
Cool. Alright, that works now. So we can get rid of this, and there we go. Cool. Alright, so now I want to start focusing. Well, that's true. I wanted to just bring this to the core, I guess. Right out of the core now. There you go.
Okay, so I'm progressing up the bottom right hand side here. Almost everything's pretty much dead up until the red line.
Yeah, and you really only have to clear towards the core. Because once we get as close as you can get to the core, then we're just going to go in and bomb them. go with a bombing run. Oh, is it doing the thing again? What's going on? What the fuck? Why does it keep stopping? I wonder if it's because... This is very strange. I have not witnessed this before. Let's try something.
𝐂𝐎𝐿's always interfering.
What the fuck? What is happening? Dude, this makes no sense. They're just not getting built. This is very strange. I've never seen this before. Okay, let me see why. Let me just try to back this up, I guess, entirely. Is there not enough power? No, it's not power. Oh my god. Do you have bombers unlocked?
Bombers.
I bet that's why. You probably don't have them unlocked, so it goes to build it and it's like, no, you don't exist yet.
Where's bombers? So I have Mace, Nova.
So where you got the mono and on the poly, it's to the left of the mono and the poly.
Mono on the poly. Is that on the right hand side of the
It's
screen?
called Horizon. It's called Horizon. Sorry, I should have given you the name. Yeah, bottom left. Under the air
Horizon.
factory.
Yeah, okay, I got it. I got Horizon now.
Oh my god. That's freaking why. Wow, that's so funny. I was like, why are they not coming out? They're just literally disappearing. Holy shit, that was funny. That was too funny.
Here comes the backup.
Just gonna go send these guys to die, basically. Oh wait, I don't want to send you. Oh no, come back here. Crap, I grabbed the mono back.
What is it again to grab everything around you?
G.
G. Oh yeah, GG's.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you idiot. This mono went all the way into their area. Oh no.
What are you doing right now exactly?
I'm just screwing with them. I don't need these flares. These are flares. They're very weak, and I don't need them. So I'm just sending them to die. They're what you need to create the actual bombers. New content unlocked. What is that? Are we about to face a big enemy? Nice. Alright, can you go any closer, by the way? From where you are?
Yeah, I could. No, I'm at the red line, actually.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Well, fortunately, we figured out that bomber thing, and we have a lot of bombers. So, you want to come and do a bombing run with me?
Yeah.
So come all the way to the base.
You're right.
So now basically what's cool is you can control units and even towers, but there's never really a purpose of controlling a tower. But if you hold control and then you click, when you're holding control, you click on one of the bombers, you'll see it highlights it. So click it, you become it. There you go.
Yeah.
Now press G.
Okay. Yeah.
And now we have swarms of bombers that we control. Alright, so now if you hold the click button, like if you hold the left button, you start dropping bombs. But obviously you can't kill your
So you won't bomb our own stuff. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna go. We're basically gonna beeline the core and go all in. All right. So
all right,
3, 2, 1,
together,
go. Yeah. We want to go at the same time, right on top of it, and just go. Beeline.
Yeah.
Go. Boom, bitch. That should be it.
Oh my god.
Wait,
crazy.
is there another core? What the hell?
No. Sector captured.
Oh, okay, you got sector captured. Okay, because it's still showing a wave right now. Oh, it's like mid. That's so weird. I don't think I've seen that happen before. Let me let's try to kill this little wave. Yeah, there you go. Oh wait, what I can't build.
That's so cool. That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Okay, there, just all that. So basically now what that means, again, this is one of those special sectors where we don't have a threat. So in reality, we can take out all the defenses, and this is actually one of the maps that I've come back to later on usually, because there's a lot of sand and copper and lead and whatnot, and you can build a lot of silicon and all that stuff. But for now, we're going to leave it as is. But basically what happens is, oh, also, sorry, if you want to come out of being a bomber, press V, and it respawns you.
I actually went back and got more because I wanted to blow up more shit. But
yeah, so now technically all the stuff that's left behind, I don't even know if you can actually kill it. Maybe you can, but I don't know. Where are all these? Oh, there they are.
I could definitely kill this shit.
Oh, you can? Okay, cool. So, but one of the ways to do it faster is you can actually delete it all. Now that it doesn't belong to the enemy or us, you just come in and you delete it all. Yeah, it's fun to bomb shit though, for sure.
Okay, I'll do it. Actually, it's pretty quick to destroy the conveyors with it. With the roads taking a while.
Conveyors take a while. Or quick. Yeah, so again, we don't have to do this now, but actually we have to get off anyways. Pretty much, it's almost 9 o'clock. But yeah, it's just a quick way to sort of clear out the area once you're done, because only some of it gets destroyed when you win, which is kind of silly. I wish it would all just blow up because like you won. Like just why you wasting time? But it is what it is. So the quickest way is just get a bunch of builders, get them together, and just go in and delete everything.
Cool.
And then once that's done, then again, like I said, it's up to you. You can either start turning this into a more resource-dense map, or move on to the next one.
Awesome.
Now, there is a slight issue, which is that because we're more focused on attack, I don't think we have a lot of stuff coming in. Do we have silicon coming in? We do, but we're still producing. Oh, it's going to stop now, so I will stop it anyways. Voila. Cool, and I think that clears everything right there. Oh, no, there's a bit over here.
Should we bring this blast compound back to our base that was powering the turrets? Or could this be revisited later on?
Well, it could be revisited, yes, but not for an attack. But yeah, you can revisit it to create like a good facility for resources. Yeah, for sure. So that's what I was saying. Is why this is actually a good map for that, because there's a lot of there's a good amount of resources to be able to really make some good stuff. But yeah, for fun, we can bring the blast compound back, because like why not start with blast compound?
Sounds good.
And we don't need bombers anymore, so I'm gonna delete all that. God, that was so funny. I was like, why the fuck are they not spawning? Alright. That's fine. Yeah, and then do we have... Yeah, I have silicon coming in. Seems like it's very low. Okay, I need more sand as well. That's not what I meant to do. What just happened? There. Alright, that's much better. Bam. Okay, so this is producing silicon. We got some graphite, not much, but we do. I'd actually rather route all this into here. We really don't need this. Oh, what's going on here? That's weird. That's weird.
That was quite weird. That was fun, man. It's pretty fun using the bombers.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're a good like last finish kind of thing. So usually, like I said, usually you'll like pull up with them. And what's actually, so one thing that I did somewhat accidentally is I upgraded your core. And so you notice your resources now are actually going up above 4. They're stopping at 9 grand now.
Yeah, wow.
So that's because your core got upgraded. So that's one thing that's really cool, is you can land with bigger cores and therefore land with more startup resources potential and so on and so forth.
How did you upgrade the core?
So if you go, you know where the menders are and the unloader are and all that? You'll see core foundation. So all you have to do is, obviously you can't now because you already have, it's already done, but you would basically just place it on top of your core and it would upgrade it.
Got you. Awesome.
So max out for that, max out for that. We didn't get any meta glass, but we don't really need any. It's fine.
So I'll take out the other base by myself. I think it's also an attacking base.
Really?
Yeah, because I looked it up on YouTube real quick, and yeah, it is an attacking base as well.
Cool. Didn't know that. All right, so you should have some stuff in your research tree that opened up. We should try to buy a bunch of shit.
Yeah, tell me what to buy, just so that we're not behind next time, I guess. So we got.
Well, the reality is you should basically just buy everything that's available.
True.
What was that? Oh, that's interesting that I just... I don't know what that was, but alright. Yeah, it looks like I have plastinium that opened up for me, which is cool. In fact, plastinium... Can I create that right now? We need oil for
Pulse conduit. I guess that's a faster one for liquids.
Say that again?
Pulse conduit. Yeah, actually, I think it is. Just by reading the description, moves liquids forward, transports faster, and stores more than standard conduits.
Oh, I don't think I have that yet.
You
son of a bitch. Pulse conduit. Oh no, I do. Okay, sorry. I actually already have. Yeah, you should be able to get rotary pump then as well.
Yeah, I got a rotary pump. I have everything unlocked right now.
Dope. Cool. So we'll be able to get plastinium soon, which is a really fun item. Lets you do a lot of different stuff. But we need oil for that, which we do not have on this map. All right.
Okay, so just a general summary of how to attack bases. So first you move up with your, what was it called again? Your ripples?
Sort of, right? So first you create a defense. I did that without you.
Okay.
So definitely make sure you have a defense ready. Well, no, actually, first check the timer of when the first wave is going to come in. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not. If it's like 2-3 minutes, it's like, cool, try to get your copper in, your lead, your this, or that. If you see like 1 minute, it's like, go make your defenses first.
Cool.
As soon as you have some basic defenses up, then do your resource gathering, then start pushing up with turrets and such. Royal mode,
okay,
hello,
cool.
Royal mode, how's it going? We're about to log off, but, you know, appreciate you checking in.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, so now what's important, there's no attack map that's like salt lakes. Like basically what I did is I created walls from one edge of the map to the other so that they would be focused down one lane. Usually it's not that spread out. But
that's huge.
But it's still the same. It's always the same principle, right? It's you always want to get a funnel going, no matter what map you're on.
Got it.
But yeah, so we'll be done with this one. This is a good. We're generating overall good resources. It's definitely a place you can come back to in the future. What's cool about coming back to this is that these little green guys that we have following us around, they'll be here when you get back. So if you wanted to get back and work on this place, you can basically have these guys ready to go. Exactly, and you can work way faster.
Cool.
Yeah, so I would definitely come back once you have like water pumps kind of thing. Then you can actually do a lot more stuff because, for example, like using combustion engines, it's like it would be way more efficient to have steam engines instead. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna route.
Okay.
So I'm just realizing I want to route this graphite back to base. There's a bunch of extra not being used. Is there anything else that we can do? Actually, that's good. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's it. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. If there's anybody still left, where's Nonable? Nonable, thanks for making it somewhat on time-ish. Unfortunately, I know there was a lot of frame drops at some points. I got some alerts, so hopefully it's not too terrible for too long. But at the end of the day, we won salt flats. That's what matters. And yeah, remember